Welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It would really help the channel to spread around and to help other people to find the videos.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you tired of worrying about your precious crypto floating around in cyberspace, unprotected? Well, worry no more. Introducing the Biometric Hardware Wallet, a safe, snazzy, and oh-so-secure way to store your digital treasure. Remember, folks, not your keys, not your crypto. This little beauty puts you back in control. It's sleek, it's secure, and it uses your unique fingerprint. So even if someone steals it, they won't get far without you. Click my affiliate link below to grab yours today, and let's keep your crypto as safe as your grandma's cookie jar. Don't miss out.
Does anyone know the difference between 1 million and 1 billion? Because I really don't think that when it comes to this crypto market, anyone understands that. There's a huge difference between 1 million and 1 billion. There's also a huge difference between 1 billion and 1 trillion. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a video of this guy. I don't know his name. I saw him. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast, but I only saw a snippet of this one part. And in the video, he's asking Joe Rogan if he understands the difference or knows the difference between 1 million seconds and 1 billion seconds, right? So he's asking Joe Rogan this question. Now, I want you to take a listen to what he has to say when I play the clip. But the point of this video really is to get people to understand the huge difference between 1 million and 1 billion. Let me roll the clip.
The difference between 1 million and 1 billion, because I think in America we just kind of like, we don't even think about it. You know,
Right.
You just hear it and you're like, billionaire. Oh, he must be a billionaire. You know, I'm sure someone, Joe Rogan dude's got to be a billionaire, dude. Here's the difference that people don't realize. 1 million seconds is how many days? Would you guess? 1 million seconds.
I've done this before and I always forget it.
1 million
It's
seconds.
30 days.
That's a great guess. Okay.
Is it?
It's 11 days. That's good.
Oh.
Most people are way off. So it's 11 days.
Just
1 million.
took a chance.
Yeah, that's good. 1 million seconds is 11 days. How many days is 1 billion seconds?
How many?
31 years.
Jesus.
So, did you hear what he said? This guy said that 1 million seconds adds up to be 11 days, and 1 billion seconds adds up to be 31 years. Do you understand the difference now? This is all I've been trying to get everyone to understand when it comes to this crypto stuff. When you're talking about moving $1 billion, okay, you're going to need the price of the coin to be an enormous size, because to move $1 billion a day, a week, or 1 year is going to take a lot of coins to do that, which is why David Schwartz has said that $1 billion to be moved by XRP at $1, they will need 1 billion XRP. But if XRP is $10,000, then we can use only 100,000 XRP to move that same $1 billion. So now let's look at a bigger number, right? Because a lot of these other YouTubers don't know and understand what they're talking about, which is why I keep calling them out, right? If XRP has to move $1 trillion a year, just 1 trillion, do you understand what the price of the coin needs to be in order to do that? We're talking about 1 trillion, right? So in the video, the guy says that 1 billion seconds is equal to 31 years. Well, how much do you think 1 trillion seconds adds up to be? I mean, we would literally have to take the 1 billion and times that by 1,000 to get a trillion. So basically you're taking 31 years and you're timesing that by 1,000, right? That's what you're doing. You're taking 31 and you're timesing that by 1,000. What number is that? Hold on, I love numbers. Let me get my calculator. Now, I always ask everyone to grab their calculator, right? So if you want to, you can grab your calculator right now and you can do 31 times 1,000. I mean, that math is easy, but for those who can't calculate that fast, that's 31,000 right? So basically 1 trillion seconds will equal to 31,000 years. Let me repeat that again. 1 trillion seconds will equal out to be 31,000 years. Now let's look at that in terms of money. Do you really think that XRP or any one of these other cryptos is going to be moving trillions of dollars? Do you really think that they could afford to be $100? $1,000? You gotta look at the the size that they're going to be moving. And again, when they're moving this money every year. They're not moving this money one time and that's it. No, they're going to be taking over the system and moving that money every year. So which means you have to move that $1 trillion this year, then you have to move that $1 trillion next year. That is a lot of money that's going to require a high priced coin in order to do it. The $1,000 and $2,000 that everyone is talking about, no, that's BS. Just to move a couple of $1 billion, the coin is going to need to be in the thousands of dollars. And you're talking about 5-digit thousand just to move a couple of $1 billion. Okay, just to move a couple of billion, the coin is going to need to be a couple of thousands of dollars, and I'm talking about 5-digit thousands of dollars, not 4-digit. So how much do you think the coin will need to be? I'm sorry for the noise. It's noise happening around me right now. I don't know what's going on. Somebody's banging or drilling or something like that. I apologize for that. But how much do you think the coin will need to be in order to move 1 trillion or a couple of $1 trillion a year? I mean, I'm just giving you something to think about. Because again, I am here to enlighten, educate, open up your eyes to what the real possibilities of these investments are. The money that you hear other people talking about, they're wrong. I'm telling you that they're wrong. And I have been saying this ever since I started this channel. They're wrong. But that's going to be enough for the rant for now. But I'm going to revisit this. This is Thomas Bain. I'm out of here.